Okay, good. I'm gonna go for an hour. I need to go to the range, okay?
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll be right back.
What's your stuff at the gym happen?
Oh, I need to sneeze. So dry inside now. Today I'm doing a vlog, day in the life of an unemployed millennial. I don't know if I'm going to be doing Vlogmas, but I'm going to try to do like some version of Vlogmas. I feel like I always do this every year. I never think about it, but then when December rolls around, I have very fond memories of doing Vlogmas in college where I had like finals, but even though it added like 2 or so hours to my days, like my busy days in college, I still got them up with no problem. It's the Parkinson's law, the concept that work expands so as to fill the time available for its completion, which is very, very true. The other interesting thing about posting every day is that you start to realize that you don't really need to put that much effort into content to make it do well, which is kind of a bad thing for the viewer, but it's kind of a great thing for the creator. And it can come off as like better content in some way, that it's like more freely you can share on social media with like less burdens and barriers, kind of the more candid you are too. So I'm excited to be doing this. Despite everything, I actually have pretty exciting plans in December. I feel like I'm doing a lot and doing like a lot of prep to just kind of get 2021 rolling and get like all these ideas that I have and things that I'm doing kind of like off the ground. I think it'd be really interesting too to do Unemployed Millennial Vlogmas, because then I can really kind of dive deeper into the different things that I've been thinking of or trying to do. It probably just seems confusing when I come on here and like update everyone, even though it's stuff that I've been thinking about for a really long time. I just haven't really been posting that often. So yeah, this is gonna be Vlogmas Day 1. It's Tuesday. It's around 11. The cool thing about living in Alaska, I'm gonna go run an errand. And this is my cold brew with ice. It's literally cold enough. If I leave that out, it'll freeze, but it'll keep my ice drink cold. So I bought a Ring doorbell for my parents because we don't actually have a doorbell. Alaska obviously gets pretty cold, and we bought a Ring like 5 years ago when it first came out, and it froze in the winter. And then in LA, I once went on a date with a guy who worked at Ring, and he was like, I can assure you that if you get a Ring, they'll work. Someone asked me to talk about dating. I don't want to risk having like the people that I talk about in my videos watch them. You have to wait. There you go. I wasn't gone too long. If you're watching this, you probably know that I won $7,000 from a Shark Tank competition. Basically just to make Alaska Friends content. It's really, really hard for me to spend money. I always have been a saver. I bought, let me show you actually the stuff that I bought. So one you can't really see, but you can see, you can tell. It's the new lens on my camera. This is a wide lens. Like, I'm this close away from the camera, but it feels like I'm further away. It's just much more aesthetic. My new drone. This one is at Costco for $399. There are a lot of way more expensive drones. My friend Gilbert kind of talked to me just getting like a cheaper one and not going all out on the expensive one. On Black Friday, ordered the GoPro because it was $50 off. It would have been so cool to have a GoPro to just stick underwater. For 2 of my 4 Alaska Friends videos, actually 3. Have I only done 4? The 2 at the McDonald's Spit where we go kayaking and there are a bunch of jellyfish in the water, that would have been super cool. And when we went fishing, there were a ton of salmon in the water. You could see them from out of the water, but if I stuck a GoPro in the water, it would have been so cool. I'm gonna get the iPhone 12. I kind of did debate it, but I have no memory. And then, I don't know, if you follow me on Instagram, this for some reason got like 4,000 story views and I have like 10,000 followers. I tried opening it the other day to edit and it literally just would not open. As if it was suction cupped together. It was just weird, but I know that this is going to just like implode sometime in the next year. Yeah, eventually I am going to be doing something with the domain because I have it and I spent money on it, so I honestly should make that a priority and like set that website up right now. I might use Webflow. I've tried using it before, but I never just like sat down to figure it out.
Yes,
What are you making?
chicken pho.
Oh, got some Hungarian goulash, some chicken pho.
Yes.
The sidest of side projects that I'm doing, I've been journaling pretty consistently for like the last 2 to 3 years. But I also started journaling a lot more in 2020. It was kind of like my coping mechanism or just like a stress reducer, is I just would journal like in the morning and the night. But I think I just have kind of like a document. Like it is so telling of the times. It's so telling of like my situation, my life, where I'm at in Anchorage during a pandemic, which obviously because it's my journal, I write with a ink pen, and if I were to just like spill water on this, you see that little smudge, it would all just disappear, but I want to digitize it. I've been journaling for so long and I never do anything with the journals, and it's actually kind of crazy going back to the beginning of 2020 where I feel like I was just at such a different point in my life, and it was definitely like a lower point. And I knew that, you know, things would get better. That is the beauty of journaling, is you can see, I think it's a catalyst for change. And I'm trying to finish all of the transcriptions for Q1 through Q3 by the end of December. I'll just do it on voiceover, and so it's actually pretty easy, but it still takes me like 10 to 12 minutes to transcribe a whole one. So what I've started doing is I just hire someone on Fiverr, and I have like the same guy that I've hired. He charges $25 and then I do a tip, and he does 30 pages. This is not even sponsored, but if you guys want to try Fiverr for something, whether it's like graphic design, one of my friends made a logo. Transcribing, you can use my code if you're using it for the first time. I think you get $5 off, and then I get $5 off. I already spent my money on this, so it works really well for what I'm trying to do. But that is just like one little project that I'm working on. Not a lot of people know that. I have been thinking of ways to like actually use this though, because I do have some really good learnings, but it's just so personal. I'm really good about staying like, you know, kind of professional and PC online. And so I'm kind of thinking of a way, like maybe I would start a newsletter, or maybe incorporate this somehow into my journaling workshop brand or something, or my Unemployed Millennial website. Something like that, where I could actually use stuff that I've already written. Sometimes I'll come across like a gem that I'm just like, this needs to be shared, or like I need to do something with this, or it excites me. So right now I'm just taking pictures to send over, and I'm also listening to In Line with a Mary Berry.
Do not want to know.
Yeah.
I think that is your right and prerogative, that if my content is toxic in your life, you can unfollow me.
I think that, like, the other thing, too, is I don't have room for my life to, like, stress myself.
I put finger in here and then stepped down and dragged me down.
You know, I'm concerned about how you fall down.
Like this. I stepped into it and then stomped my foot on the ground and just dropped.
We are at Target. I actually like never come here anymore. I have not been here in a while. I feel like in vlogs people go here as an activity, but I'm just getting
That's not
some
good
essentials.
for the environment.
No, it's also just not good for your wallet. I don't know why you would just come here and browse around.
That's how the 1% stay in power. They're like, yes.
That's true though, it just perpetuates consumerism.
You get my good side.
This is your good side. Can you say that you thumbs up some comments?
I did thumb up some comments, yes. They were
He
very
thought
good.
that people would be able to tell.
Yeah, I thought so, because I didn't think that anything was secret on the internet anymore. I thought if you commented, like in a lot of forums, you comment or do a thumb, it says who it is. So I guess
Yeah.
I'm on it, so there you go.
Well, not a lot. Well, I guess
What's up?
Instagram. It is right now 7:42, even though it's been dark for like 3 hours outside, so it feels like it's like 10. So I think I'm gonna cut it off here so that I can actually get some work done instead of just like keep talking about things, even though, and then saying how against things I am. So yeah, I hope that this was a good precedent for Vlogmas. I feel like I've been working and thinking of so many different things that I haven't really told the world yet, so hopefully like this will be a cool little journey for me, and also getting feedback from you all. And you all have been incredible at not being ghost ears. I honestly don't mind, but it's really cool reading the comments. And even my dad said that's what we were talking about. He was reading the comments on my last video, which he's in, and he was saying that he was thumbing up a bunch of them, and I was like, they can't tell that it's you thumbing up. And I feel like Vlogmas is always a really exciting part of the year, and this year is clearly very different. But I think that, I don't know, it's making me look forward to like December a lot. So I hope you all are excited too. Thanks for watching. Bye. Callie, a lot of people ask me if you will do a video about your traditional career with me.
I suppose. If the fans are calling.
Okay, Moira.
Yeah, see, let me tell you something. You give me shit about me not being upfront with people. You know, in your vlog, you know, you present yourself as one way, but you got this little thing you can't
In my
say.
book that I published when I'm 30, I'm gonna tell all. Maybe like, see how I built this